Hey, you guys, how are you today? So, I am here today so that we can talk about a few questions that I've gotten, and I want to make sure that I'm getting back with you guys in an ample amount of time. Um, at least getting back to the questions. Let's just say that. All right. So, the first question that I got was, can you swim with sister locks? So that is a good question, but that is a complex question. So the answer is yes, you can swim with sister locks. But some of the things that you might want to have as far as protections during the earlier stages, meaning when you get locked, you can swim as much as you want. You can jump into the water, you can swim, swim, swim. You may incur a little bit of slippage, but it's not going to be by much. And also, too, as well, depending on what you work out with your consultant, you might want to increase the vote, like the weeks. So let's say if you normally go at 5 weeks, let's just say you swim a lot, maybe about 3 times a week, so you have a little bit more free ways at the root, then you may want to make the retightening schedule, 5 weeks. So again, I can't remember if I said 5 or 6 weeks, but anyway, you get the logistics. So meaning if you're 5 weeks, you may want to go at 4 weeks, and if you're 6 weeks, then you may want to go at 5 weeks. So you might just want to increase the schedule. For people who have beginner sister locks, and that could be at different times, because as we all know, everybody's sister locks progress at different points. So, it may take someone, 6 months to a year to lock, and it may take someone else with a different texture or looser texture. It may take them a little bit longer to lock, sometimes up into 2 years. I know, wow, but it's true. And just because you're locked, you still have to mature. You still have to do uniform matting. So what that means is that even though you may lose that braid print or that braid kind of design, or that's how it kind of appears to be, but we all know that it's not braid, but it just looks that woven kind of, way, and it kind of resembles a braid a little bit. But it is not a braid. Again, once that kind of, goes away a little bit, you are into your matting phase and you are in your locking phase. But sometimes you have to wait to a couple more years until the lock really matures, and that's going to be condensing all the way in along the hair strand to where it looks really, really tight. You really don't have that much freeways. Sometimes that may take people years. Sometimes that may take people, under 3 years or so to get to that point. And again, the ends take the longest to enclose. So at that point, when you have enclosed ends, of course, you have a little bit more freedom and you can swim as, you would like to. Again, I just would work on the retightment schedule with my consultant. Now for newbies, this is a little bit more intricate. The reason I say this is because at the beginning, you're not going to be able to just jump inside of a pool, because remember, we are in the braiding and banding phase still. So if we are still in the braiding and banding phase, that means that, anytime your hair has an interaction with water, that you're going to want to make sure that you braid and band your hair. So prior to going to the pool, I would definitely braid it back. I definitely would bundle it. I definitely would put on like a swimming cap, really, really tight, just to reduce how much water actually gets in. And I also would, look with the consultant or speak with my consultant, or my trainee, or my practitioner, just to kind of get an overview of what our retightening schedule should look like now, since I am swimming. It's, the same thing with working out, but you don't necessarily need to braid it completely down and put on cap. But for people who cycle, they perspirate a lot. Like they do. So I notice when I have someone like an instructor or someone who do it multiple days a week, um, they literally need to come in, sooner, like really, really sooner, because of the free waves. So I do suggest for my clients to actually braid it down a little bit, or maybe put it in bundles when they're actually going cycling, just to reduce the sweat and it getting completely drenched. The next question that I got was, so, also, if you want more details, or you want to ask another question underneath, and I'll actually, answer it in another video. How long do the bundles stay in? I'm sorry, I'm reading the questions, but how long do the bundles stay in after you shampoo? Well, your bundles should be taken out immediately after the shampoo, unless you're doing a braid out. Now, After you take the bundles out, now some people may want to hit it at low heat with a dryer. I am not the one to condemn you because everybody's lifestyle is not going to meet everybody's lifestyle and everybody's, requirements of how natural they want to be or how, non-damaging they want to be is going to be different. So again, do it either on the low setting, to make sure that you're not doing that much damage if you're doing direct heat, or sit underneath a actual dryer so that it can be circulated heat. But you want to separate those locks. Soon as you get done washing, even if you do a braid out, that next day when you release that hair and take down those locks, you want to take it and you want to pull it apart like this, one by one, because you don't want them to grow together. You don't want the sections to grow together because you don't want to have them merge, okay? You don't want your loctician and up pulling, cutting, clipping. You don't want all that. So to minimize all of that, you want to make sure that you pull them apart. Not this. I didn't do this, y'all. You see that I didn't do the finger comb. I didn't do that. That is not considered pulling them apart. Pull them apart after you shampoo. And for some people, you may need to do it a little bit more frequently, depending on how much moisture get in here. Or some people just have a lot of free ways with looser textures. Okay, I had another question about losing edges. That is a good question, and I have a lot of people who come and ask me that. For the most part, you are not going to be losing any edges. And when I say for the most part, I don't want to alarm you, but in natural life cycles, sometimes you may lose your edges. When you see that some people have recession in their edge line, that may be something that they're born with. That may be something that they may have experienced during the locking process, or not process. That word, scratch that, throw it away in the trash. But you may have experience while having your lock. So what I am trying to say is that in the natural process, let's say medication, number one is postpartum shedding. That right there is after you have your baby, okay? Up to 12 months, you may shed. It does the most damage from what I see is the hairline. I've seen people go back one row, okay? One row. I'm sorry, but one row. It does start to grow back within a year and you can reestablish those blocks. But that is something that's not contribute to sister loss and not contributed to anything. It's just simply a life process after you have a baby. Now, get a little bit more in depth, a little bit. Just a teeny bit. Now, some people may have, the wrong, tension, or they may be really rough when doing it, so they're snagging out a lot of hair. I'm gonna tell you a secret, okay? When you look at your hair before or prior to a retightening, you will know if you are down cycling. And I just want to throw that out there and I explain that and break it down. But down cycling, or when you see the hair follicles, that means that either you are down cycling or you have pulled it out or something has happened for that bulb to be there. Okay. If it is down cycling, that may mean medications, that may mean diet change, that may mean stress, that may be a number of things. But you will see those prior to going into the retightening. Some people also get them confused with dandruff, and it is not dandruff, okay? But you can see a lot and tell a lot when you look at a client's hair. And if you see the bulb, that is a great indicator they are down cycling, or, when you are working in that area, if you go through in those rotations and you see like some bulbs that came out, you need to adjust kind of what you're doing. Either this person follicles are disconnecting really, really easy, or you are snagging and pulling and just doing all kind of stuff with that tool and it's snatching out the hair. As a stylist, you'll be able to see, and as a person, you should be able to look at your hair and you will know if it is down cycling. It may be in one concentrated area, may be across the whole front line, but you will see the white little bulbs, okay? Also, too, as well, if you don't see any bulbs and then you see in the front a whole bunch of bulbs, not even like a whole bunch, but just like on a few of them, like bulbs everywhere, you might want to talk to the loctician just to, make sure that, the right tension is being used in there. And especially if they in there and they snatching and all this up. Like when I say snatching, I mean like with their actual tool and device, they're moving and jiggling it all around while inside of the lock. Um, I would talk with the practitioner about it, and not necessarily to just blame, but just for them to look out to see whether this is something occurring beforehand. Because to be honest, if you just throw out accusations and, oh, you did this to my hair, then what if it's something that's really contributed to health or medication or stress or just anything? Those things not going to be paid attention to, because now you just like started attacking the practitioner, when really having a great dialogue so that your guys can watch out on that to see if that's something that's reoccurring when you come back. So the next time when you come back, she's looking at it and you guys are looking at it. Maybe take a picture or so of the hairline. But it definitely is a great indicator things are going on. So you definitely want your hair person or practitioner in your head on your side. Okay, that means on your side, looking, then observing, seeing if they notice any type of changes and bring those changes to you. So the next time when they come in the chair, they know this, and being mindful not to apply too much tension in there. So that can just be, a wake up call too. But I would definitely do a little bit more videos, a little bit in depth about that, because that's more so of hair loss, and signs and indicators that you're going through those issues. So I definitely want to, be thorough, because I definitely don't, want you guys to have misinformation. Okay. Can you add oils on the ends if you have relaxed hair? You know the answer to this. And I may have people that, here and there may comment and say that they did it. I don't recommend it. Okay. I don't recommend that you do that, because even when you take your hair and pull it back in a ponytail, or pull it all the way to the back, the ends are still layered down on some of the roots. So, adversely, even though you are trying to do it in the right way by only putting it on the relaxed ends, I think, you still, you still putting oil on your hair. So you could still experience slippage. And if you do, it is something that is attributed to you, and something that you may have to pay to fix. Okay. 99% of the time, you're going to have to pay to fix. I mean, I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. I'm not going to say what I do, but I'm just going to say that you will get charged. Like, you was warned. You signed your contract, or, you was advised. Relaxed ends. I'm not really gonna fetch a whole much into the relaxed ends, because I actually did a video for relaxed ends, and I really went in depth in some of the things, because I mean that is a full topic, and I want you guys to be fully advised. I don't want to just throw it out there halfway. But definitely go check out that video so that you can definitely be prepared, because it is a journey and it is going to be a little bit different. In regards to, you have loose hair on the ends, so things that you need to be informed of before you start the process with relaxed ends, because at least styling and things of that nature as far as maintenance, and kind of what to expect will help you weigh in on the decision to decide, whether Sister Locks is right for you at that moment in time with the relaxed ends, and how you want to go about your journey and starting it. Those were most of the questions that I did get. I did get two questions about psoriasis, but again, I do have a video for psoriasis too as well. But the things that I do want to touch base on is that if you do have psoriasis or any type of medical issues with the scalp, do talk to your consultant at the consultation, because this is what the consultation is for. The consultation is for you to discuss things with your consultant or practitioner that may involve your journey. So this is something that you want to see in hindsight and have a plan for prior to you getting started. Because the worst thing is to start a journey and then y'all figuring out things as you go along. You come in and she's like thrown off base because it's all this dandruff, and she could have told you in advance. So maybe step up the shampooing. Instead of going every 2 weeks, you have to listen to the scalp. And that's a lot of things that a lot of people get confused. They say exactly like, when am I supposed to shampoo? You need to shampoo when your scalp is letting you know, indicators that it's time to shampoo. You will have flaky scalp, itchy scalp, especially if the dandruff, gets beside itself. You don't want to continue on to 2 weeks. You would definitely want to make sure that you're doing every week, but you need to, at that point, make sure that you have your banding and shampooing techniques down, because you can jeopardize losing your journey if you are washing excessively and you don't have the proper techniques down. So those are the things that I want to get to you today. Frequently, well, I ain't gonna say frequently asked, but these were my asked questions on Be Natural Locs page and platform. So I wanted to make sure that I got back with my people as soon as possible and let you know. Oh, also, a lot of people are confused about consultants. Let me explain. At Be Natural Locs, we have an array of consultants or practitioners. We have them from trainees to approved trainees to consultants to brand ambassadors, and we got some more stuff even coming for you because you already know the Be Natural Locs. Okay, Queen Bees, we got to keep it going to the top. All right. But at the end of the day, we're gonna always keep education coming to you guys fresh. We also have hair loss practitioner available, which is myself. We are a signature hair loss salon. So we definitely can give you all the insight, but we definitely advocate heavily. It's not always about the money. It's more so just about the people's care and y'all being educated. And the reason why I give you guys these resources and the information is because no matter where you are, no matter who you are, I want you to be totally informed. I want you to know before you just jump into this journey. And even while you're doing the journey, I want you to still seek that education and knowledge. I want you to know the different stages that you're going into, and I want you to know what to anticipate and what to expect. I want you to know what is going to be damaging and what is not. You may move. You may go to a new consultant. You may go to a new practitioner. You may get married. You may move for job related purposes, education. I've had a lot of situations with that. And you want to make sure that you can properly be educated so that you can, do a proper interview and a proper consultation, whether it be a regular consultation or a transfer client consultation. You can be totally informed on what's going on and you can be educated. If you're sitting with someone and they're telling you they're not on the Sister Lock registry, then guess what? That may not be somebody that I want to pick. If I have hair loss, I may want to see a Sister Lock consultant, but maybe I want to also see a licensed cosmetologist, also too as well a hair loss practitioner. So I would want to make sure that my person has a lot of certifications wrapped in one, and not necessarily saying that everyone needs that type of service. And I'm just like the coronavirus. Y'all need to leave that for the people that need it. Even though I say we everybody need their mask, I'm just saying, you want to make sure you're on the front and front. But at the end of the day, I just want to make sure y'all informed. So that is my job. All right. We also have licensed cosmetologists at Be Natural Lock, so we got everybody. Okay. But definitely everybody may not need that. You may just need a consultant or shoot. You might have good hair, and your budget might be you listen. It don't matter if you rich. Okay. You might want to spend trainee money. At the end of the day, as long as they do a great job. So it's just making sure that you ask the correct questions and making sure that they're informed. And then, you get that discounted price and being able to work with them where they are. Okay. Don't go to a consultant who is not a cosmetologist and expecting for great hair care and knowing about hair loss, and you can't really, you can't expect that, but you can ask if that is something that they are looking to do or further in their education. Because sisterlocks.com have a lot, okay, a lot of training programs. So you can get certified in a lot of different things. And education is everywhere. Okay, signing up for a school is a sacrifice, but it's something that we should want to do for our education. But I definitely just want to make sure that y'all have all y'all need. But again, if you go to another one or another practitioner, just make sure that during that consultation, you ask all needed questions. You make sure that you go in and out. Okay, anything scheduling conflicts, protocol if they get sick, everything. You ask everything during that time, and also just about hair care. So if you staying with somebody who's telling you to load it down with some oils, some cream of nature shampoo, and you only 6 months in, run, sis. Just run. But all right, you guys, I'm gonna conclude this for today. We're at 20 minutes. Y'all have a great day. Check us out on Be Natural Lock, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook group, and check out our website too as well, www.benaturallocks.com. Also, if you guys are getting stung at Be Natural Locks, make sure that on your Instagram or your Facebook stories, swipe up. All right, you guys, you get it. So swipe up. Swipe up so that you guys can tag your GIF, okay, your Jiffy account. And everybody has it on Instagram. The platform is just integrated in. So you tap on that and just clap in or type in Be Natural Lock. And when you type in Be Natural Locks or BNL, guess what? You're gonna see Be Natural Locks on there, y'all. So definitely tag us, and it definitely has some wonderful fun ones. You got your 1 year anniversary. Y'all got stung at Be Natural Locks. You know, y'all, we got a few of them out there. All right. So definitely check it out just to be decorative with y'all pictures, and keeping it fresh. All right. I'll see you guys another day. What they say, another day, another dollar. Y'all know I always gotta throw some grades up in there. Couldn't even let it go. Peace. Oh wait, oops, I almost let y'all go. Last but not least, if y'all want to get y'all Sister Lock products, definitely check out the link below. Click on it and go to the marketplace and definitely get your products. You know, the corona is coming, okay? So they already done said this, so get ready. That means get ready with y'all hair and making sure that it stay phenomenal. Make sure that y'all book an appointment with your consultant as soon as possible to get squeezed in, as long as you can get a rotation in, okay? I'm just saying. Make sure that you on point. If you over, get in because we don't know how long it's gonna be crazy. Make sure you get your shampoos in because you may not, can get your shampoos. So, if you at a half a bottle, or you just at a corner, go ahead and re-up on all your stuff. Get right and be proactive about your health. All right, you guys. Peace out.